Ohio pastor who opposed LGBTQ plus visibility in schools pleads guilty to child sex offense. Silas H. Shelton, an anti-LGBTQ pastor in Wilmington, Ohio, admitted to 3 third-degree felony counts of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. The charges stem from abuse that began in 2019 and involved a teenage girl from his congregation at Blanchester Community Church. Authorities say the abuse continued for several years, ending shortly before his arrest in October 2025. Shelton entered the plea on April 20th, just before his scheduled 5-day trial. Under the agreement, he faces a prison sentence ranging from 3 to 15 years and must register as a Tier 2 sex offender for 25 years. Prosecutors stated Shelton used his role as a pastor to groom and manipulate the victim, with incidents occurring across multiple locations. Other serious charges, including rape and sexual battery, were dismissed as part of the plea deal. Before his arrest, Shelton had been active in local school board meetings opposing queer representation in education. He criticized pride flags and called for removal of books like Heartstopper, expressing concern after his daughters encountered the title at a school book fair. Authorities described a pattern of exploitation linked to Shelton's position of the trust with the church and his access to victims through the community connections. Okay. One, this man has a daughter. So, unfortunately,
I hope that he is not anywhere near her.
So, well, exactly. And, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. He's done this once. How many times has he done that? I also, I pulled up some stuff. So, we all know how much I love religion and organized religion, but I would love to quote their own stuff back to them because, you know, I don't know. You talk about it every day, but you don't practice it. And some of the things that the Bible actually says about sex is kind of interesting. It's for creation and purpose. God created sex as good and blessings and a way to form an irrespectable one-flesh union. It is for pleasure. Proverbs 5:18-19. I am reading straight from the Bible, people. And procreation. Genesis 1:28. Where was having sex with a minor part of any of that? I don't know. Sexual immorality. The Bible forbids sex outside of marriage. Premarital sex, adultery, prostitution, and incest. Sexual immorality is described as sinning against one's own body. 1 Corinthians 6:18. So you're married, you have a child, but you're having sex outside of the marriage. So you're sinning. So